Well, this is breakfast today. There's Nick's. How are you feeling this morning?
Getting tired.
Yeah, I was really tired. I didn't want to wake up when that alarm went off.
There's like a generator next to my room that like starts up, so but it's okay.
You get woken up by the kitchen stuff.
I can hear them.
Yeah.
I don't mind because they're making me food.
Yeah.
So-
No, it's not bad. It's a nice hotel.
It's better than the last one.
Yeah.
Not the last
I
one.
have an omelette on the way as well. They love making omelettes here.
Love eggs.
Right, I need to eat up because we're going to school shortly. We'll be there nice and early today if all goes to plan.
Taxi's booked, so
Great. It's time for our early morning game of Frogger, where we have to get across this road. Nick's going for it, I'm just going to follow. Oh, it's clear, we got across.
I'm good at this.
We just got out of the taxi and we said to him, so how much is it? And he was like, how much do you want to pay? And then I just blurted out 400 because that's what we paid yesterday for the same distance travelled. So I could have said any number probably and he would have accepted it, but we went with the honest approach.
Should we go up there?
Yeah, we do. So we're here for first thing for school today and they've got an assembly. Every day starts with an assembly. And something we forgot to say on the video yesterday was about the children not sitting down. So hello. So the children asked the question, and so Nick answered the question, and then the child was still stood up, and then like we were carrying on talking to more children, and then this child at the back was like, Can I sit down, please? And then the teacher was like, yeah, you have to tell them to sit down. So they put their hand up, they stand up to ask their question, and then they wait until they're told to sit down before they sit down. So that was entertaining. Also, we've learned a new handshake from the children. It goes like this.
Hands up, hands down. Stand attention. Stand attention. Cover up, inside, hands up, hands down. Stand attention. Stand attention.
Saya tunggal full kahani एउटै माला नेपाली सर्वभौमै फैलिएका मेची महाकाली saya tunggal full kahani एउटै माला नेपाली सर्वभौमै फैलिएका मेची महाकाली प्रकृतिका कोटि कोटि सम्पदाको आँचल बिहारुका रगतले सोचन्दार आँचल ज्ञान भूमि शान्ति भूमि तरे पहाडी माल अखण्ड यो प्यारो हाम्रो मातृभूमि नेपाल बहुजाति भाषा धर्म संस्कृति विशाल अग्रगामी राष्ट्र हाम्रो जय जय नेपाल।
Cover up
Brightness
and always
and always
show me the path of honesty and truth.
honesty and truth.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cover up.
Say it again.
मेरो नाम
Hero Nam, Nicola, Ho. I get it? Yay! Your
So,
turn.
मेरो नाम Ian Ho.
Should we teach you how to say that in Welsh? Did we teach? Oh, we taught you.
We taught them.
Yeah, we taught you yesterday. Never mind.
Let's focus on the Nepalese
Yeah.
today.
Can you do it?
You thought my friend is Ollie. You didn't
So,
My name
Nicola Adui. Remember Adui?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Adui. So,
Now you have to say again in Nepali.
Miro Nam Nicola Ho. Yeah?
I'm gonna record it so I remember it. More Wales, man bus 2. Man bus 2.
Is that right?
Yeah.
More Wales, man bus 2.
That's
Yes.
2.
More Wales, man bus 2. There we go. Mira
And thank you is
Nan
Dan,
Ian
Danny
Hall.
Mac. And we don't know my
More Wales, man bus 2. Okay, getting there.
She has written about one of the system of Nepali.
Okay.
This is a superstitious actually.
Oh.
Devki system. And over here, what she's going to tell you, explain you.
Superb. I look forward to hearing it.
What is Devki system? You can sit.
Oh, thank you.
Yogi system is an ancient custom practice in far western regions of Nepal, where a young girl is offered to local temple. Girls become Devki either because their parents offer them in hopes of gaining protection and good favor from gods, or because their parents sell them to wealthier couples seeking the same holy approval.
Part is here, and this is the story
This
she
is the
made
story.
herself.
Okay,
Okay.
let's have a listen.
A girl named Jia was kept on the temple as a caretaker of the god in temple. She used to wake up early in the morning and pluck fresh flowers for God, and used to clean before the priest comes. She used to cry all night by remembering her family. She used to see her age people going to the school. She also wanted, but she couldn't. So she would think why she was born in the life which has lot of trouble.
Celebration when a people reach a certain age, there are 5 jankus performed during the lifetime of the person. If he or she happens to live to be 106 years old, the first jangu is when a person is of 77 years old, 7 months and 7 days, where they all worshipped as an except of the sun.
Celebrated all over the country. With the family get together and feast of party and sport gentles. This day is also a harbinger of rejuvenation, with Hindu men renewing their journey and people flocking to Shiva temples in different parts of the country.
Of Nepal to purify and empower the soul as part of New Year.
Generally accepted age is 5, 9, 7, 11 and 13 years old. When the girl is chosen for the priest is consulted for a suitable date and place for ceremony.
And then I had to cut it off all. And then after cutting it all, we had to go to temple. And then after going to temple, the next day we had a party. I had a tukki also.
Good night, that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. Sing on that feeling. That tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's gonna be a
Que tu mirada estaba llamándome, mostrando el camino que llevo. Tú eres el maravilloso y el mental. Me voy acercando al fondo blanco, solo con pesados aceleran el pulso. Oh yeah, ya me está gustando más de lo normal. Pero me estoy sintiendo patinando más. Esto que tu mano sigue mi laburo.
Despacito.
Quiero escuchar despacito. Y antes de ti acuses al oído, para que te acuerdes si no estás conmigo.
So this is sports. Their warm-ups, I think. I have to go.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
All right.
superb. Thanks.
We've got a lovely tour guide again.
The school is up to grade 12.
Okay.
Okay. So we're in the sister school of Sunita School, which is run by her husband. This one goes up to older years, but it is a purpose-built school. Namaste.
Drones over there.
Looks like fun.
How old are
Grade 4.
they? Built drones. That's
Building
amazing.
drones. It's the library.
They have classroom, we don't have.
And what one?
This
To
Ants
get
and
level,
earthworm.
I think you have to dig.
Yeah.
Yeah, go deep.
You have to dig it.
Dig in the
Dig
soil.
deep.
Okay. Lovely. My area.
Primary wing.
Okay.
Namaste.
Big, isn't it?
It's big, yes.
Yeah.
It's all digitalized. They have a projector and computer in each grade.
Yeah.
We don't have it there.
Not yet.
Nice.
You will.
Now, our rooms are small. We thought of keeping, but I mean, since the rooms are small, I don't find it so
Yeah.
useful. That's why we're using the computer lab for all the purposes.
Yeah, yeah.
All grade 1.
3 grade 1. Yes, 3 sections, approximately.
And each classroom in this school has a projector. There it is, has a projector. And a computer in the classroom. Just like at home.
Yeah.
Fraction.
So this is our chairman's office.
Oh,
You meet him in the dining room.
Okay.
This is grade 3. Grade 3.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi.
good morning. Namaste.
We have some visitors. They want to see you. It's another grade 3.
Another grade 3.
The uniforms are smart as well, aren't they?
Yeah, nice uniforms.
Yeah.
Lots of steps. We're on to the 3rd floor now.
It's grade 2.
Grade 2.
Oh, yeah. The traffic lights.
Look at this. This is on the wall, and this is the infant, and this is the sort of information that's just around.
And then he took it to base camp, and like with a school in America, he flew it over base
This
camp.
is Z. This
All right.
is Z, and this is Mike, 12 graders from Billy School, USA. And then he's assisting them. I mean, all our students to prepare drones.
wow.
And
Yeah.
then this drone, this is Mike's drone, this is Kelvin's drone.
It's just absolutely amazing, though.
And then from grade 4 onwards, they learn this. They have robotics class, so they're learning all the parts and then different things.
That's fantastic.
That's great.
So this is all about news. That
Yeah.
these all are the articles that were covered in the newspaper.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's brilliant.
So this is
day practice, I think. Sports day tomorrow.
This is the best basketball court, and
Okay.
they're practicing for tomorrow's sports
Sports day.
Yeah. Maybe grade 1, yeah, grade 1 and grade 2.
Oh, so that's where they were.
Okay. This is grade 4.
Okay.
This is another grade 4.
Hello. Namaste.
Please continue.
And so they have to pay attention to the traffic wardens.
Yes.
And they tell them when to go, yeah?
Yes.
I think they're brave people.
Yes.
to have that job.
Yeah, they're really brave.
Two, three, four. Step, step, over, kick, punch. 1, 2, 3, go. Out, in, in. Slide, slide on forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Slide, slide on forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kick. Bring it down, step. Over and round, and kick, punch. 1, 2, 3, go. Left and in, right and then left, right and forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, left and forwards. 1, 2, 6, 7. Kick, jump, turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Round. Round, knee, punch. Very good.
The worst angle.
How are you feeling?
Tired. I haven't even done anything.
I've just been dancing in the sunshine. It's
Yeah.
hard work.
I was watching in the sunshine. It's hard work. I think after school we're going to go to this place. It's a Buddhist stupa.
Last evening of like being tourists, isn't it?
Yeah.
Doing the touristy bits.
So we're going to go there and we're going to go to Durbar Square, which is a lot like Bhaktapur, but there's other stuff. Although Sunita said it was,
More damage than Bhaktapur by the earthquake.
yeah. So I think we should still go.
Oh yeah.
So we're just waiting for our snacks because we eat a lot here.
We said we'd do one snack, but they're forcing food on us, so.
I think we're having jam and bread.
Jam sandwiches again. I'm sure we'll be fine. The children are having a blast, aren't they?
Yeah, they're enjoying it.
All they wanted to do was dance.
Yeah.
They just wanted to learn more dance.
Well, yeah, and then I said, because I walked out afterwards, I was like, I know you just want to get out of learning, and then they laughed at me. So I think they just wanted a bit of a weddish
But we spoke to them both classes now about the project.
Yeah. Let's just do a better angle for me, please.
There are no good angles.
That's it, I'm done.
I'm a cameraman, not a magician. But yeah, they're excited about the project. They are excited about the project. They've already got lots of ideas, so now I'm excited
not
about
speaking to him
starting it
anymore.
with my class. So I can't wait, it's going to be good.
Although, I'm going to say this, Ian spent 15 minutes explaining the project, and then a boy got up and explained it in 30 seconds. So I think
But
that...
he could explain it in 30 seconds because I took the time to explain it in intricate detail.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. That is the case.
I'm going back to not talking to you now.
Well, you didn't really talk to me. You spoke to the camera. But something else that needs discussing is the fact that when we arrived, so we went to visit the other school. We came back to this school, and then we spoke to Sunita. She said go to Kishang's class. So we went to Kishang's class, but there was no one in the classroom. And and then we went into the other classroom and they were having art. So there was a different teacher in there. But this morning, when we went up there, we went to Kashank's class this morning. There was nobody in Asna's class, and we said to Kashank, "Where's Asna?" She said, "Oh, she's running a bit late." The children were there. I went in like 45 minutes later, and they were just sat like entertaining themselves, and that was seemingly okay. And they knew that Asna wasn't there. She was late.
Teachers are allowed to take phone calls during the day on their mobile phones.
Yeah, take phone calls. It's just
It's a different way of living.
it's a different way of doing things. That's for sure. And
We're not saying better, we're not saying worse.
and they
We're
told
just
us.
explaining.
Sunita told us why they call each other by their first names. That was really interesting.
Oh yeah.
So they
That
call
is
each other by their first names because their surnames, their family name, is linked to a caste, which is linked to status. So that whatever their family
Class.
name, caste. They said caste. They've all got different castes, which does relate to a different class system.
Oh.
But I checked with Asna. She said they're all different castes. So the different caste equals a different class. Therefore, they can look up or look down on each other. But they all call each other by their first names, so that the last name does come into it, and that they're all equals. And then I was explaining how in our culture, if you call your teacher by their first name, it's sort of disrespectful.
And she said, bless you.
So yeah, different cultures. But that's why we're here, to learn about all of these different little things.
And we also met the chairman of the school, so he's the guy with the big books, I think, who's kind of in charge of everything, right?
Yeah. And we're meeting all of the board tomorrow night, but we met the chairman and...
He was very nice.
Yeah, you made. Thank you.
Yeah, brilliant, thank you. He's our friend. What was I saying? Yeah, the chairman. He sent me a picture, a drawing that one of the children from the other school have done, and it's going to be the first piece of something
From
Nepal to be put on the moon, and I've got it on my email, so I'm going to put it up in my house. And he was very interested in us coming back out here and teaching for 3 months.
Yeah. I'm sure that's
Or anybody else from the school.
or anyone else that's watching. So yeah, you can talk to us about that. if
He
you're
knows
interested.
everyone. He knows the British embassy guy, ambassador guy.
Yeah.
He knows the US ambassador, the Germans, the Swiss, the Danish. He's in the know, and now we're his friends.
Yeah, we're friends with him now. So he's got so many big plans that I was like, we're definitely gonna hopefully link and do more
Did you film about the drones?
about the drones. I think I filmed stuff about drones.
I love the
I filmed
drones.
about the drones. I don't want to drone on about it. No. So, after they've given us jumbotis, and now they've given us more food, they're just fattening us up.
Yeah, literally.
But these like apple donuts.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Superb. Thank you very much. What do you know to these? Yeah, like apple donuts.
Like a ring of donut in it, and it's battered. What's not to like?
Ring of apple.
Pardon?
A ring of apple.
Yeah.
So there we go. It's tasty anyway. It's just super hot. So I just remembered the word. I couldn't think of the word I wanted to say, but they are fritters. That's what I wanted to say. Apple fritters. They're very tasty.
स्वागत गर्छौं हामी मिठो बोली बचानमा मधुर हाँसो गुन्जिरहोस् हाम्रो मिठो मिलनमा स्वागत गर्छौं हामी हर्ष प्रेम मनमा माया सबै सुख समृद्धिमा प्रगति र सिर्जनाका मूल फुटी जीवन भरमा हर्ष स्वागत गर्छौं हामी स्वागत गर्छौं हामी स्वागत गर्छौं हामी.
Wow, that was
So we ended up with the same driver that we had yesterday, picking us up from school. And today's soundtrack is a little different. Roads are just as mental though. None of this translates in video, but it's mental. Right, where are we, Nick?
What's up? This place.
Okay, some temple. We're at that place, okay. So we were just in a taxi there, it was the same guy that we had yesterday.
You tell them I don't want.
He knows all of the shortcuts, to be fair. Got his ear pretty quick.
Oh my gosh!
Oh wow, it's just there. and then...
Heck, that's massive.
Oh, you gotta pay, Right, sorry, we were interrupted there because we had to go and get ourselves a
We
ticket.
almost tried to get in without paying.
So yeah, we pulled up there and the guy in
had
the
to go
taxi,
get the tickets.
he kept trying to talk to us.
Hello.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Danny Bad.
Danny Bad.
Yeah, he kept trying to talk to us, but he didn't really speak English. He was asking us if we
Bless him.
spoke Nepali. Yeah, he was able to ask us if we were teachers. But then when it came to the end there, he was like, we were like, how much is it? And he was like, 400, and then we didn't have 400 exactly, so we had to give him 500. And then he was trying to like, get dollars out of us. He's like, you got any dollars I could have? And we were like, no, we don't even have dollars in our country. But we don't have any pounds for you either. It's just a weird experience. So, yeah, this is crazy busy. Oh, there's one of those things for luck. Right, we're going to go and investigate a little. But look at that.
I guess the traffic is going that way.
Yeah, let's go with the flow. So there's there's lots of just children asking us for money and then just like running up and touching us and running away. This is a definite tourist hub.
We're keeping a little bit of a close to each other in this place.
Keeping a close eye on our belongings. So these spinny things, people are just going around like spinning every single one. They must want all the luck in the world. Oh, it's sunny right here. For a second there, I thought that was an actual child sat on that elephant.
I know, I thought that as well.
Happy to discover it isn't. Must be like a fire burning in there because there's a lot of smoke coming out and it
Incense,
stinks.
isn't it?
Well, it doesn't smell like incense, it just smells like a fire.
I smell incense.
It's because there's
From
incense
something
sticks
else.
around, but that smoke, there's a serious fire going on in there.
Yet it says no smoking zone. They do like a little panel, I think.
They're like putting all the marigolds up, like they're setting up for something.
Oh, why do you have to get into every panel I ever do?
Because it makes me look really thin.
So much right now.
Got some yoga going on down here. Was it praying? Now I think it's praying. There was this one guy there and I thought he was doing yoga, but the more I look at it, the more I think that they're praying. It really is the 80s, because there is a Wimpy Burger. Would you ever see a Wimpy Burger anymore?
No.
I saw one in like the Chester bowling place
That was a long time ago,
for
wasn't it?
quite a while, but then that went and it became its own burger
Came
place.
to Nepal though.
But there we go. Wimpy is still going strong in Nepal.
Because, you know, why not? Nepal.
So, yeah, it's nice.
Sorry, I didn't realise you were filming.
Much like the Garden of Dreams. Nice and peaceful. Here, that side of the wall, Bedlam, but not Bedlam with road, Bedlam with people. Just walking around in a circle. It's like a market, this.
Yeah.
Into the market. We're here now, Derby Square, the taxi is leaving, and it was another case of, we say how much, he says how much you want to give me.
And he told us anyway.
He said, yeah, about this much, so we gave him that much.
Oh, it's 1,000 rupees to get into this one.
I'm not sure I want to see it that much.
No. Because it's essentially broken as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is the right place I wanted to be. Hello. Excuse me.
Big flag. I want to film this. Spot the tourist.
Because look, I wanted to see that building.
Okay. Oh, the wrong Derby Square. That's what that whole conversation was
Yeah.
when we got in the car. Okay, never mind. So you're going to do a Joey for a second and jump into the map.
Like me too.
Yeah, go on. Get our bearings. You have to jump into the map.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Oh, Derby Square's right that way.
There it is. Right. What's the situation?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. So
I hang my head. I will talk about it.
Okay.
I hang my head in shame as a hardened tourist. Because I looked up somewhere we wanted to go. Well, I wanted to go, and he was just tagging along. And then I sent the taxi man to the wrong place.
Yeah.
And it was going to cost us 1,000 rupees to get in, and it was all just broken buildings.
Rubble. It's just rubble.
So.
But it was only
just
150 rupees for the locals.
Yeah.
How rude. So.
We're gonna go and eat instead.
And the taxi driver, he clearly saw when we got out
No, we weren't in the
that
right
we weren't
place.
in the right place.
He'd said to us as well. He'd said, "Do you want to go to the monkey temple, the one we ended up at, or the Patan one?" It was the Patan one we wanted, not Durbar. Just Durbar, as in Kathmandu Durbar. Oh, so that was the problem. We didn't want Kathmandu Durbar, we wanted Patan Durbar.
Yeah.
Wrong one.
But he sort of waited for us, and then we clocked him waiting, and we were like, "Yeah, we're fine, we're fine."
All right. I even got in the map you saw.
But
It's an ice cream parlour as well.
superb. So anyway, we're coming for pizza. It's our last night here, sort of fending for ourselves, because tomorrow we're being taken out for a meal by
So
the
we're eating
board
local.
of the school tomorrow. So it's our last night eating local. So here we are. Fire and Ice Pizza. So here we are in Fire and Ice Pizza, and it's arrived, and it's an excellent size, and it looks good.
It does look
Are you
good.
excited?
I am excited.
I'm excited. I don't even want a video because I just want to eat.
And actually,
So,
I think it worked out well that we got it wrong. I got it wrong about the other place because this table's reserved at 8 o'clock, so we might not have got in.
Yeah.
And we really wanted to eat here.
So
But it's
everything
all worked
works
out.
out. Everything works out for the best. Just want to document the fact that we've got.
Oh, here they are.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, well there we go. Just want to document the fact that we have pancakes again. And Nick's got loads of pancakes.
Nutella.
She's got Nutella, lemon and sugar. I got a bit of ice cream. It's all good.
We only thought there was going to be one on the plate, though, just to clarify. I wasn't really that greedy.
They're only small.
Yeah.
Very small.
We're
Anyway,
happy.
enjoy. Well, was another really good day. We had just a great time, you know, being with the children that we're going to be working on the project with, getting to know them, getting to know the staff a bit better, and we got to go to the other school and just see how their school works. We heard some stories about other schools in Nepal from the British mum and daughter that we met earlier, Anne and Sarah, I think the names were. And you know, it made us reflect a little bit on what we're doing, the people we're linking with, because you know we've seen sort of both sides to Nepal. We've seen the more affluent side, and we've seen the more poverty-stricken side. We've seen some sort of shanty towns. We've seen lots of people begging, asking for money, asking for food. But then we've seen, you know, the people working in the school, the people running the school, and we've reflected and we realise, first of all, when comparing to our school it's a rural school really, you know, it's not in a city. So if you compare our school to any city school, they're going to be different. They're going to be very different. But then the school we're working with isn't just a city school, it's a private school. So that's like a whole other level of comparison again. So it's a really interesting opportunity to work with just a completely different kind of school. So we're learning about a different type of school as well as a different type of culture. But I think this project is really going to be beneficial. And one last little thing. So this morning, when I was on the toilet, see, the toilet and the shower, they're quite close together. I don't know if you can see that on the camera there. But when I sat up from the toilet this morning, I knocked my head on the shower, and I didn't think much of it at the time. Well, it hurt for a bit. But then I was just feeling my head, and I was like, "Ooh, what's that?" And I realised I must have cut my head because I had just a big scab on my head. So I actually must have cut my head this morning. I just didn't realise just how hard I'd hit it. Oh well, it might knock some sense into me.